everyone. Today is the 2nd of October. Yes, October. I cannot believe it is already October. It's time to do a garden tour. Now, you can already see behind me there is a change to the garden. We are getting into fall, y'all. We are no longer in the summer with all the crazy heat. Shade cloth had to come down. I've got to get that one off there. But hey, sit back, relax. I'm going to show you what you could be doing, what you could be planning for, what you could be growing right now in zone 9B, or basically across the country right now, depending on your zone. So sit back, relax, grab your coffee, let's roll. Okay, so I'm standing in the middle of the garden when usually I start in one section and then go around. I think I'm in this garden tour, I'm just gonna kind of bounce around to what's actually growing and what I have going on. So standing right here behind me is what I'm calling the lost world, just because there's so much crazy growth, weird things growing in here. It just seems like an appropriate name. We've got tons and tons of loofahs just everywhere in there, along with some sort of a squash plant. Still not sure what it is, but you can see right there, got some nibbles on that one. I've got a really big, weird gourd, I guess, growing right here. Look at the size of that. Now, what I think that is a misshapen giant bullet head wax melon. Kind of like this one right here that I harvested a couple weeks ago. That was actually growing right up there at the top of this arch inside the lost world. So I'm pretty sure that's just a misshapen one of those. Not 100% on that. But like I said, loofahs just galore, y'all. Just everywhere. So since we're here, let's go ahead and walk around this right here. Check out the bees doing their thing. Y'all, you can't beat that right there. Look at it. Doesn't even care that I'm here. Look at that. Okay, so we have eggplants that definitely are past when I should have already harvested those, because those are white eggplants. And you can see it's yellow. That's what it should look like. And that's what it looks like. So this part of the garden is doing just fantastic. We've got some volunteer beans right here. These are Red Ripper cowpeas. That's now in the second full year of growing volunteer. Y'all, I planted those in 2023 and they just keep coming back. So, I mean, can't really beat that, right? Coming over into this corner, now I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna show y'all exactly how the garden looks, as is. So this corner is just overrun. All those lantanas seriously have to be tamed. Can't even really see the statue back in there. But all through this, when I clean all this up and amend and everything, is going to be where I put the garlic. Yes, the garlic. I am 2 weeks behind planting the garlic that I wanted to be. It is what it is. Again, just being real. But this whole section is going to be my garlic section, and probably more carrots. I still have these okras growing. Main reason for that is I have an idea for a video, and I want the okra to be in the video. Again, just being real. Coming on down, you can see the carrots are starting to grow, which is fantastic. We've got 2 different types of cucumbers right here, and then some yellow wax bean plants that are growing like a weed, just doing fantastic. We've got some onions that are here in their 2nd or 3rd year. I just leave them alone, let them be here. That way we always have onions in the garden. And then from here down, I got a lot of work to do. I've got to clear all of this out. The black eyed peas here are pretty much done. You can see how they're looking. They're not really producing now after all the aphids and bugs went away when the ladybugs, did their job. But now these plants are just kind of in the way. So they're coming out later today, actually. And then this thing is coming down also. If y'all remember, I planted all these oh look, we got the first squash. Not sure if you can see it right there. First something growing right there. Hopefully it'll actually grow. But I put this up to help keep the squash vine borers away. Well, all of these squash plants, I mean, look at this squash plant, it's all the way over here, has not produced one single squash. All it is producing are these male flowers right here, which, we don't want male flowers, we want the female flowers. So I'm basically about to clear this whole area. I got stung. About to clear this whole area. Plus I have a peanut plant right back in here that should be about ready to harvest. That I'm excited to see. I will definitely show everybody. Now this section is, as you can see, needs some TLC. Still have these Mexican sunflowers just looking beautiful, but then they're next to all the dead sunflowers, which is kind of cool looking, honestly, in my opinion. But they're about to all come out. Okay, over in here, sweet potatoes. I'm about to do a harvest on all of these. That'll be coming out in the next week or so. I'm excited to see what is growing in there. Hopefully it's a lot of sweet potatoes. Probably won't have a 3-pounder like Project Help Desk did, but definitely hoping for some good size, beautiful sweet potatoes. We'll see. I definitely have to show you all these Tabasco plants here, just producing like crazy. Cayenne pepper plant also producing like crazy. Just everything's looking really good. Definitely can't complain. Now, like I said at the beginning of the video, I went ahead, took out the shade cloth, and I took out all the tomato plants. Now what I need to do is come back through, amend this bed completely, move these jalapeno plants, get rid of all these basils, or at least deal with the basils, kind of contain them a little bit, so I can plant more of these green beans, peas, and a different type of peas. So we've got fall plants going right there. Y'all, so far I'm having a really good fall growing season so far, and I hope you all are also. So now let's go this direction. I know this has been a pretty quick video, y'all. There's a lot growing, but then there's really not a lot to show, so to speak. Just kind of keeping it real, just kind of keeping it quick in this video so everyone can kind of see what's going on down here, what you could be doing if you're in this area, and then what you could be planning on also if you're down here in this area. So let's show this section over here. So as you can see, I've got more beans growing all through here, looking really good. These Rampicati zucchini plants got hit with cutworms, army worms. I think there were more cutworms to be honest. Probably gonna be taking out these pretty soon. They just look bad. But beans are looking really good. Everything from right here down, I need to amend and get something planted like yesterday, basically. It's just gonna be more beans and peas more than likely. This bed is looking decent. I've got more beans right here. These are yellow wax beans right here. I still, y'all, have ayote squash growing, which is honestly blowing my mind because I think I have probably harvested 20 of these ayote squashes over the year, maybe more, or somewhere in that range, around 20, and they're still producing, which is just, I mean, here's another one. I mean, look at that one right there. Still producing. The pepper game is still going pretty good. Got a red habanero right there. You can see all the other habaneros growing. More Tabascos. I've been waiting for this pepper plant to produce something. It's a chocolate reaper. It hasn't produced anything at all. To be honest, y'all, I've had zero luck with reapers. 7 pots have done good. Those, I'll show you these yellow, or these Sugar Rush stripies have done really well. 7 pots, if I didn't mention that, the habaneros, but and the Tabascos. But man, my reapers, I've had 2 or 3 different types of reapers planted. Not a single one of them have done anything. It's kind of annoying. This bed right here has always been a bit of an issue for me, but I've got beans growing in here along with this cabbage, and then these beautiful peppers right here. I just don't know what kind they are. I think this is a Brazilian star fish or star something pepper. I can't remember. If anyone knows what that is, please drop it down in the comments. I'd have to go back in, go through all my seeds to try to find what that pepper is. Such a unique shape though, right? And of course, I don't know if it's a super hot or a sweet pepper. I just can't remember. Okay, so that's all this back here behind me, sort of. This section of the garden. So we've got pineapple plants right there. Still got these beautiful zinnias growing. I mean, look at how beautiful that is, y'all. A lot of pepper plants in here that are doing well. You can see jalapenos. And then you can see the sweet potato vines. I've got volunteer sweet potatoes in here that need to come out very, very, very soon. Okay, so this big fern-looking monstrosity is actually asparagus, y'all. That's what it looks like when it goes into the fern stage. It looks great though, but in between all the asparagus ferns are these Thai soldier bean plants that are starting to not produce anymore. I cut all the plant that went down that way out, and these I've left because they were sort of producing. I mean, they're kind of still producing, like right here. But I'm about to take all of them out because I could totally utilize all of this area for more fall plants, probably like cabbages. These are those Sugar Rush stripy plants. Peppers right there, looking good. Just ready for them to turn the orange that they turn. And then coming on down, y'all, we got the beginning of onions, which are what these are. Whether they'll continue growing or not, I don't have a clue. I am not very good at growing onions. That is like a plant I just cannot figure out. Over here, we've got serranos. Of course, I just did a harvest of them, so trying to find, oh, here, there you go. That's one I missed. A lot of serranos, a lot of these Hungarian wax peppers here. This one is definitely very ripe. As you can see, I have a lot of very ripe ones because those I'm going to save the seeds from. Those are fully mature peppers, so I'm going to save a bunch of seeds from those peppers specifically. And so I have them for next year and I can give them away. Now back through this direction, if you look right there, I have another Indian snake bean growing. I did a harvest and taste on that bean last night. Bean, it's more like a squash or more of a pumpkin, and more in the pumpkin family. Y'all, so good. Cucumber, so good. Okay, last thing I'm going to show, or basically the last thing to show, is this. The Greenstalk, y'all. Look at that thing. Doing good. Look at all these radishes we have growing. Got some spinach up here that I wish would come on and take off. But now down here in these bottom 2 sections, all the way around the bottom 2 sections, which you'll see in Sunday's video, are my hashtag garlic 2026 challenge plants, challenge garlic seeds for the Greenstalk competition. I got them planted the other day, and so we're ready to go. The Greenstalk is completely full, and now it's just growing. I have another one in the house that I bought for the sale that's going on right now. Greenstalkgarden.com is having a massive warehouse blowout. If y'all have never bought one of these, you don't have to get a 7-tier. They've got 5, 3, and even single-tier Greenstalks on sale now. Go to the website. If you spend more than $75, type in backyard 10 down in the discount code area and save another $10 off of your order price. That'll save you money, help the channel out, because I'll get a little bit of a commission off of that, and then you get yourself an amazing Greenstalk. And 5 of the 14 colors that they have are being retired. So if you're interested in getting a Greenstalk, now is the time to do so, because the sales are absolutely awesome. All right, everyone, so that's the video. That's the garden tour for October 2nd, 2025. Got a lot growing out here and a lot that I'm planning. So what am I planning to continue going with? More fall crops, y'all, and more cleanups. And I didn't even show y'all this one. So this is what had the sweet potato, the seed sweet potato experiment in. I harvested those. That video will be out on Sunday. And I've planted peas in here along with this tripod bamboo trellis right here. So that'll be interesting to see how it grow and all that. So hey, if y'all enjoyed this video, if you got anything out of it, if you just got inspired to continue growing in the fall, or maybe this is your first fall, or maybe you're thinking about starting a garden in 2026, great, do it. You cannot go wrong. Start small though. If you're going to start one in 2026, start small. That's my advice. But hey, do me the 4 favors, y'all. Share, like, comment, and subscribe to this channel if you've not done so already, and join this fast-growing community of like-minded gardeners here on YouTube. As always, everyone, take care. May God continue to bless each and every one of y'all, and I'll talk to y'all again real soon.